Usually you're able to make a video, and I don't know why when somebody replies, you're able to make a video. Okay, but I guess that's not the case. Anyway, I was about to get ready to head out for tonight, but this is what I want to say. Somebody asked me, how do you guard your heart? It's a wonderful question. Guard your heart above all else. This is Proverbs 4:23, right? So this is what I want you to do. I want you to imagine that your heart is in a castle. Okay? So you ever heard of those stories of Sleeping Beauty, locked away in a tower? Okay? Your heart is locked away in a tower. Your heart should be guarded. Your heart is guarded, should be guarded, right? So that means you should guard your heart as if you know the analogy of living in a castle, and your heart is the king, right? The king is guarded by subjects, and you can't just go straight towards the heart. You have to consult with lesser, right? Let's just in regards to a king, you can't just go straight to a king. There's levels of authority you have to go through to get to the king, right? So, but in this case, your heart is the king, right? And God has given me the analogy of a castle, right? Your heart is in the castle, and it cannot be touched by any and everybody. Do you understand what I'm getting at? Your heart cannot be touched by any and everybody. So you have to make sure you are assuming the right positioning of who can affect you and who cannot affect you. That is what it means to guard your heart. Amen. This is my perspective. You can go and ask someone else, or you can look it up on the Bible and try to do your research on it and see what they say. But what I'm hearing the Spirit of the living God tell me, He said the analogy is a castle. He wants you to understand that everybody can't get inside. It's fortified. Amen. It's a fortified space, and it's circumvented, right? There should be a place where you put your heart that nobody really can touch it. You can, because whatever out of everything you do flows from it. This is Proverbs 4:23, right? So who you are at the core of yourself comes from the heart, right? Who you are, right? And you have to be careful, and you have to maneuver and guard it in a way that is so precious, like a baby. Like, that's how you have to operate out of your heart. You can't just be consuming any everything. You can't be just letting any old body touch your heart or come against you or say anything to you. You have to be it's the epitome of who you are. It's your precious diamond. It's your jewel. Your heart is the very thing, because once it has been tainted or broken, you maneuver out of that way, and the enemy is able to access you in a way where he can influence your heart because of the brokenness, because of the trauma and the wound, okay, that has been concurred because of what has happened to the heart, right? So you guard it, and you make sure you treat it gently. You are gentle and kind with it yourself, so other people have to do the same. If you are not gentle and kind with your own heart, then anybody else can have a field day with it. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So that's what I'm saying. It's in the context of your heart is king, right? The heart is from God, right? The heart is life. That's how we be. That's how we live. It's our life. It's our life. If we don't have a heart, we don't have no life. Once our heart is gone, that's it, right? That's it. Because everything, even wounds, and if you get people get really hurt, and it's the blood that circulates from the heart, the life-giving source. It affects the heart. If the heart is truly not affected, you will be able to live. But if the heart is affected, you die. That's why it's so important to guard your heart above all else, for everything that you do flows from it. Proverbs 4:23. That's why it's so important. It's your life source. It's the thing that you do everything out of. It's who you are as a person. And if you are battling with trauma, wounds, if you're being betrayed, if you operate out of a hurt heart, a broken heart, you allow the enemy, you are susceptible to the enemy's attacks. You are susceptible to what he can do to you. You let any and everything, you have no boundaries. And boundaries is the most important thing too. Boundaries, right? Guard your heart. Guard is boundary. Put a boundary of fortification around your heart so it cannot be, you have to think of it like enemy territory, right? Your heart is precious. The king, right? And this is in the Bible. When you're running a war, one king against another king, the king sends out the subject matter. The king don't go out to battle all the time. In some cases they do, but you understand that in certain instances they do, but not all the time. That's what I want to tell you. You have to keep the enemy from overtaking you, the throne of you, who you are as a person, right? Your seat, the righteous seat that God is supposed to sit in. That's where your heart is. Okay, the totality of it all, everything. Once people have allowed their heart to be broken and they operate out of that hurt, they go out and spread hurt to others. They go out and act in rage and anger. That's why people kill people. That's why people do harm to babies and children. That's why people shoot up schools, because the heart is tainted. The heart is broken. The heart is not. It's not guarded. It's being used. You left the post. It means now the enemy has waged war on you. Right? I want you to understand, and I'm sorry, I hope you can understand this in that kind of way, in that when you see this video, that Abba illuminates this idea in your head once you hear it, right? Because that's how he works. And so that's what I want to tell you, right? I also feel like this thing in my chest. I get attacked when I speak because of the powerful things that I have to say, and I get attacked a lot. So the enemy will attack my voice and my speech. Okay? And so I'm trying to fight it right now. But I'm just letting you know, guard your heart above all else. Okay? And this is going to be the last video that I'm going to do. I want you to go to the Father after this video. And I want you to start doing your research, and you to start reading your word so you can understand how this works. Okay, this is my last video. I want you to, I know you don't know, but I've been through this before, okay? I can help you, and that's fine, but you also got to do the work yourself, okay? You got to go to the Father for yourself, and you have to understand how to do it for yourself. It starts with prayer. Go to God in prayer. Pick up the word. You don't understand? If you don't understand when you pick up your word, take it in small doses. Take small bites. One sentence at a time. One verse at a time. You don't have to read the whole thing. God don't expect you to be a theologian. He don't expect you to know everything. He wants you to be real and honest and concrete. Okay? Have a nice day.